for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising between now and April 1st. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to hit the like, share, or subscribe button if you like the video. And thank you for coming to see me. So, Gemini, what's going on, guys? We're going to look at now, between now and the next 2 weeks, so until April 1st. What's going on with Gemini the twin? The Gemini is moving between, or they have someone in their life who is trying to get them on a different path. They have someone in their life who is easing up the stress that they've had. They like this person's energy. It can be a friend, it can be a new love interest, but they're feeling quite positive and excited about interacting with this person. This person or this relationship or situation is right up their alley. So the next 2 weeks will be a time of a lot of work. Still looks like the Gemini is very busy and on the move and on the run, but they're handling it well. The only thing that the Gemini may have to be careful with is to watch people who are talking or saying too much. Watch what you say and who you say to Gemini over the next 2 weeks. Just try to be more refined and careful in your interactions with others, what you say, what you tell, and try to avoid gossips over the next 2 weeks. Yeah, because the Gemini might be quite excited about how things are going for them, especially with work, and just openly talking about their situation. And it will be hard for them to tame this aspect of how they communicate because it goes against their core characteristics. They like to talk, they enjoy this. But they should be very mature in how they're communicating with others, how they communicate themselves to others, and also how they communicate their desires to others in their life. Also, Gemini, try to avoid playing the good guy or the nice guy, especially with work negotiations or business negotiations. Try to avoid being the nice guy or being viewed as the nice guy. While it is good socially to be viewed as a nice guy, it may be. For a work situation, it might be better for you to be more direct and more tough in how you're communicating with others. Let's see what else is going on here. We have the Three of Pentacles again, so there's going to be a lot of communication. Be careful what you say. Try to double check almost rehearse what you say before you say it. Be able to back up everything you say. Don't make promises that you can't keep. Major Arcana, the Fool. Don't make promises that you can't keep, that you know that you can't keep, or promises that will put you under stress or burden. Seven of Swords. Again, be careful in those communications. And we have the Eight of Cups. The Gemini may also be shedding some people from their lives that they've needed to separate themselves from for quite a bit of time. It's just kind of a time of realizing and knowing who are people of value, who are people that you should keep around, who are people that you can talk to, people who you can trust, people who have your back when you need it, and those who have proven that you can't really count on them or you can't really count on their word. The Gemini might be in the process over the next 2 weeks between now and April 1st of rehashing all of these things out and trying to clarify who they can count on, who's on Team Gemini and who's not. And if you're not on Team Gemini and you've continually proven that you're not on Team Gemini, the Gemini may be deciding it's time to cut you off. So that's what I have for the Gemini reading between now and April 1st. We still have a little bit more time. We can pull a few more cards more specific for relationships, because that was a very short reading, but we'll see if anything is happening in terms of relationship for Gemini over the next 2 weeks between now and April 1st. Let's see what's coming through, guys. Again, there can be some disputes or disagreement over what's said. Also, be careful of people lying by omission. Or Gemini, be careful of yourself lying by omission. Not putting things out there that may need to be known, or playing tricky with information, especially in relationships, because it might prove to be problematic at some point in the future. If someone feels like they also cannot trust what you're telling them, or even trust your intentions, or even trust your sincerity. Let's see if anything else is going to come through for relationship issues for Gemini between now and April 1st. There may be some challenging conversations also about money that the Gemini may need to watch out for in the next 2 weeks. There may be some issues around money. Hold off on spending if I have to give any advice, because I always think it's useful if you can give a bit more information with pleonexia and also with the Hangman. It looks like to hold off on spending money right now, because you might spend money that you end up needing later. This is the Fates, and this is the card of guilt. You might go and spend money that later in a week or two you will need for something else. So be conservative with your money, be conservative with your words, be conservative, correct, and straightforward in your communications. That's what I have for Gemini over the next 2 weeks between now and April 1st. And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.